Elevate TV, advancing kingdom lifestyle.
Welcome to Empower. I'm glad you're together with us today, and I thank God so much for giving us another opportunity to be together and even to continue learning, continue molding one another. The Bible says we should sharpen one another like iron sharpens iron. So we also call upon you to give us feedback. Let us know what else we can discuss on. Let us get your views, and we'll be happy to make it better. So my name is Beatrice Chuchu, and we continue focusing on people and workplace, and I'm not alone, I'm still with my co-hosts.
Yeah, my name is Wangui Steve, and we are glad to be here to build up from where we left last week.
Yes.
That was love and respect.
Yes.
And our topic today also will not fall far from there.
That is it.
Yeah.
And I think that if you followed us, you were with us last week, you saw that our discussion was on love and respect, because we believe that as we work with one another, it should be a good working relationship. Because if you spend a lot of time at work, whichever setup you are in, so that place is not going to be really nice. I think you're going to have a miserable life. So it is good for us to respect one another and to love one another. And today we continue from where we stopped, and we look at just nurturing joy in the workplace.
Yeah.
You know, joy. If I talk about joy, what comes to your mind?
Oh, joy.
Yes.
So much comes to my mind. Joy is a deeper version of happiness. It's more than happiness. It's more of fulfilled, satisfied. I am okay. You can fake happiness, but you cannot fake joy.
Yes.
So joy comes from deep within, and it's also contagious.
Yes.
Yeah, and it does not depend on the mood or the season of life. It comes from deep within. Yeah.
And I think that is true, because I'm thinking of a workplace, and if you're a person who has joy in you, it doesn't matter the environment.
Yes.
You're going to go through it.
Yeah.
But if you're a person who is not, you don't have joy inside you, you're going to struggle.
Yes.
But we want to ensure that even as we work together, we're going to help or to nurture that joy within the organization.
True.
Because you realize that work in itself, however interesting can be, has its own aspects of stress.
Yes.
When it's too much, I'm overwhelmed, I'm stressed.
Yes.
When I'm not doing very well, I'm stressed.
Yeah.
When I'm not sure of the organization, I'm stressed.
Yeah.
So we want to ensure that within such situations whereby some things may not always be right, or sometimes the things may not be the way we want them to be,
Yes.
how can we still nurture joy within us?
True. Yeah, and like you have said,
Yes.
it will not depend on the environment. So it's something that we have to cultivate.
Yes.
And to keep at it. If stress can rob us our joy if we allow it.
Yes.
So we have to have a measure. You know, up to this point, if I allow this stress to go on, it will rob me of my joy. So like we are saying, we have to nurture it.
Yes.
It's like watering it, feeding it, so that it can grow.
And we can do that by ensuring that people have we have positivity within the organization.
Yes.
Positivity. Because one thing I've realized about negativity, it actually drains joy from you.
Yeah.
Positivity. Whatever I've done, please approach it from a positive side.
Yes.
I may not have done 100% or 110%, but can you approach that with positivity?
Yeah.
She has done it. She has done at least something. She not refused to do.
Yeah.
I remember the other time we were looking at the closing of last year, and we are looking back, and we said sometimes the things that make us not achieve are not on our side. It's something that maybe it was beyond us.
Yeah, it was out of our control.
Yes.
Yeah.
So as you approach me with that positivity in mind, that I may have tried, but never did. So the moment that positivity is cultivated, it brings joy within us.
Yeah.
And it helps that joy within us to grow and become better and better.
Sure. Yeah.
And I'm looking at this positivity or this joy with increased productivity and also creativity.
Yeah.
Look at it this way. If there is joy in my heart as I work, my creativity will go up.
Yes.
I'm eager to do more. I'm eager to do better.
Yeah.
I'm eager to do something different, not to make it worse, but to improve.
Yeah.
So my creativity will increase if joy is there.
It's true. And what you're saying about positivity, it's a way of maintaining the joy.
Yes.
So if I'm joyful, I'm encouraged, and I'm motivated, obviously my productivity will go up. And something else I'd also like to say, let it come from your mind as an individual. I cultivate that positivity, you cultivate that positivity.
Yes.
We have a positively charged environment. Then we'll be able to foster or to move that joy forward.
And you see, when you have that joy in the heart, your decision making becomes better.
Yeah.
You know, your mind is open.
Yes.
Your mind is positive.
Yeah.
You can't be someone who has joy inside you and your mind is not positive.
Sure.
It influences your thinking. So the decisions that are going to take place within the place we are, within the workplace, within the environment we are in, you realize there are going to be decisions that are better.
Yeah.
Because my mind is influenced.
Yes.
By
positively.
Positively.
Yeah.
Because of what is inside me. So you bring that innovative thinking,
Yeah.
you know, improved decision making. So they broaden that employee's thinking capacity.
Yes.
If someone has joy in them. And as an organization, it's key to ensure that people have that positivity and they have joy inside them as they work for you.
It's true. Yeah. If we make it deliberate to have that joy in the organization, at the end of it all, we will find that even we are attracting, for example, if it is in a marketplace, and you are there, you are a joyful person, you are positive, you'll find that you are even attracting more people to come even buy from you. Even a very simple scenario, even in the marketplace, you can go to a shop and you find somebody who is very gloomy and they don't want to talk. When they open their mouth, it's like you had fought with them yesterday, yet you don't even know each other. And you will, even though they serve you today, tomorrow you will not go back.
You can't.
But if you find somebody who is positive, and they are ready to, they are inviting the joy, you can see the joy on them. They are inviting, they are ready to serve you. Even tomorrow and the day after, you'll be able to, let me go to so and so.
Yes.
So it will, at the end of it all, it will make our businesses and the organizations better.
That is it. And you know, I had a scenario this December, and around 27, 28, we needed to see a doctor somewhere, and we didn't know they have closed. We said, let's just check. Maybe they're there. But because they're in a certain mall, it was closed. So when we reached there, we could see, I think there's no activity here. But for us to be able to get back to the road, it required us to like we are getting to the gate and then get out.
Yes.
And the guard who was there, you could tell, this person is they are not glad for working over such a period of time.
Their mind has traveled.
They are just, the mind is in Central and they're in Nairobi. And I looked at it until, because we were with my husband, and we said, even if someone wanted to give this person Christmas gift, you can't give. Because the person is so upset. Even we are talking to the person and telling her, she was a lady, telling her, okay, we thought the doctor is she's not ready to talk. You could tell this person is suffering internally because of, and that is very true. Because the services we got at that building, because we are comfortable to the gate, you're supposed to give us attention.
And you're already there,
and
so you are there to
there.
work.
Yes. So even if it's closed, you should be able to tell us in a nice way that, but you realize this person is lacking something in them. And it's actually disturbed me. Look, see, maybe the person was forced to work or something. So when you see such things, we need people to serve with joy.
Yes. And we have to push ourselves beyond the environment.
Yes.
Because this world is very harsh.
Yes.
Even Christ himself said, I'm leaving you as sheep, but I'm leaving you in wolves. So even generally life is not that easy in this world. And everything is there to discourage you and to rob your joy. So it's upon you to push yourself. And you say, my joy will not be stolen. It doesn't matter, I'm going through, I'm working when everybody else is making merry, but I'll keep my joy and I will. Suppose that lady smiled at you. Yes. It is contagious. It's contagious. It is, maybe even the issues she had could have been solved in one way or another. So we have to push ourselves above what we are going through and above all that, so that we can maintain that joy.
That is true. And especially when you're working wherever we are, you know that joy. Yeah. It is seen. Yes. It is seen.
You can't hide it.
Someone can be able to see. And it affects our relationships with others. Yeah. You know, it affects our relationship because, as you say, the moment I come to you and I realize you are off, you don't want to be disturbed, yet you're supposed to serve me, it becomes a bigger issue. My relationship with you, I may not go beyond what I wanted. But if there was, you know, examples are good. We went with my daughter to a shop. We were going towards those sides of Magadi and we stopped somewhere to buy something to drink. And my daughter likes smiling most of the time. It's her. She says, I like smiling. And then the lady at the shop smiled so broadly, and they really, the conversation, I'm just looking at them in the cars, they do the discussion until I told her, girl, you really had a good conversation with that lady. Mom, you know, I smiled, she just smiled back. Because that one, you can see that relationship. They were like people who've been there together, even enjoy your holidays, same to you. It's like, wow, it is very true. And joy affects our relationship.
She'll give you even energy to continue for the rest of the day.
Yes.
If suppose you start your day so gloomy and irritated and all, the day will be too long. But if you are happy and bubbling and all smiles, everything else will flow.
And if that lady in that shop, that is how she treats people, people will definitely buy there.
Sure.
Because when I was to go again that route, I would still pass by there and get to the shop. To see, because I love the conversation, they were able to even the what went on. So I think relationships matter in whatever we do, and the joy affects that. So we need to be careful, even at workplace. Please, just cultivate that joy within you, so that other people can also experience it, and you're going to enjoy what you're doing. We're taking a short break. We'll be right back. Don't go far.
In every man, there is a mine. What you get from that mine is dependent on how much you are willing to dig, whether gold, iron, or ordinary stones. Every society that has not empowered its men, the generations to come suffer from becoming an endangered species. I am Joe Wisdom. Join me every Wednesday, 8 to 9 p.m. and get ready to be inspired, empowered, and transformed on Man Unveiled Show, on Elevate TV.
welcome back. Thank you so much for being part of this program where we focus on people and workplace. And we believe that as we continue to work, to interact with one another, as we continue to learn together, we are becoming better every day, and God is pleased in whatever we do. And we are discussing today about that, cultivating that positivity so that we can nurture the joy that we need as we work together, as we interact with one another at workplace, wherever God has placed us, so that we can always enjoy what God has given us. And we were talking about that joy and being contagious.
Yes.
And you can't hide it. If you don't have it, we'll see you don't have it.
Yeah.
How much you try to fake, we'll still see you don't have it.
Yes.
And we want to say that as an organization, we want to create that positive physical and social work environment so that this joy can be nurtured. So that even as you come with it, it is nurtured.
Yes.
If you don't have it, somehow it can develop and it's nurtured. And we want to design a workplace that inspires joy and creativity. How can we do this?
An environment that will nurture this joy.
Yes.
We can start even with physical things. Just the way you design maybe your office or your shop or wherever you are working from. It can go even to things like even the colors you choose, the lighting, how much natural light do you have? You know, natural light has something that just makes you just come out of that bad mood. Also, even you can bring in some other things like live plants or flowers. Just the environment where you sit in your office and those things they add fresh air and some colors. For example, if you are in a dark room, maybe painted black and dark, not enough light, your mood will sink, and continually being there, you'll start finding yourself, you're also becoming very dull and gloomy. So these physical appearances, they also
help to nurture.
They help, nurture that joy and that positivity.
Yes. Yeah. That is very true, because I think our senses are very key in some of these things. Because however much this joy is coming from within, it needs to be nurtured. Yes. So that it's sustained and continue to be contagious and affect others, as we said. Considering that we are working with others. And I agree with you. I'm a person who believes in natural light. Even I'm in the house and it's quite, it's getting to the day. Without thinking, I would normally just open there. I feel there's something that it brings to that nature, that natural is very good. And also in any workplace, maybe you create collaborative and comfortable common areas. Yes. You know, like when people are taking tea, have like a common area whereby they don't have to take tea at their desks. Yes. Can they sit at a round table for a few minutes, take tea? Because some organizations have gone even to an extent of just to maintain these positivities and the joy of working, creating that our tea time is between 7 and 7:15, and we're taking this tea there. It's not really just to make it maybe rules and make it so hard, but they're deliberate to ensure that they maintain that positivity, because it's nature. When people come together, there's something that it brings. It's true. So as you come together, you have your cup of and we know very well we have times we need to go back to our desk, and also takes us away from that routine thing that affects our brings us together. We seem to enjoy, and people will talk to one another. They'll have a word there, something they'll even laugh within that environment of taking tea. Then they say, oh, it's 1:15, we need to go back, and they'll take the cups and go. But you realize that environment you're creating is nurturing that joy that they have, even at the positive as they work for you.
Human beings are social beings. Yes. So any moment you get for socializing, it doesn't matter how short, and you meet other people who are also positive like you are, it will always it will always nurture that joy.
Yes. Yeah. And also these are the things of where you encourage the positive social interactions. You see, like when people do team buildings.
Yes.
these team building activities that people are taken out and even some other social events, you realize that they help they bring in some other joy off our desks. And the moment we go back to our desks, we have some more energy.
Yes.
We feel, if you could do this for us, taking us off our desk just to give us some time off and learn through activities, interact with one another, be able to interact between levels, because when you go like team buildings, it doesn't matter your level, you're brought in together, and you're able to, it shows a lot of it links to us to what we were talking last time, that concern and well-being, and definitely it brings joy to me. It helps to nurture the joy in me, and I'm going to enjoy working more in such a situation.
Sure. Also, maybe the way we communicate.
Yes.
Even in those forums like team building and all that, we are able to, you know, in an office it's more of a very formal. But when we go out there, somebody can even get a chance to tell you, by the way, Beatrice, I'm going through ABCD.
Yes.
And that also will enhance the joy that is in them, that maybe could have been robbed of by a certain circumstance. Yeah.
That is nice. And also have that, you know, that culture I talked about last week, about care. That culture of kindness, that culture of inclusivity, it helps to nurture this joy.
Yes.
It helps us to nurture the joy in people. As you link this together, you always say in an organization, there is nothing that is very separate from each other. No, they are intertwined. You realize this one and this one comes together. So as you link what we were discussing last week about that love and respect, if that is well practiced, it will bring this joy. It will help you to nurture the joy inside your people. And it's going to have a very good environment of work.
Sure.
And also the other thing, you know, humor. Let's say being, there are people who are very humorous naturally.
Yes.
They don't struggle. And when you find that you have a team member who is humorous, it is a plus. It's a plus. Even when you sit in a meeting, and maybe the meeting is very intense, because most of the business meetings, however much you're celebrating successes, you always get it bringing some stiffness somewhere, stress somewhere. So, but humor, even in such moment, is important.
It's true.
It gives joy.
They say laughter is medicine for is it the bones or the heart? So
the Bible
it's good. Those light, those light moments are very good, and laughter outbursts, they make us. It's like oil to the joints. And I think as a manager, if you realize that you have a team member who laughs, a team member who always bring some humor somewhere, don't be so rough on them. But of course, it has to be harmonized. It can be. So you can't come to the office and all what you're doing is laughing all the time. But the work we're doing, of course, cannot make it, cannot give us point to laugh all the time. But that is something that you should also embrace. It's true.
When you don't have anyone, feel like you really, it's like a small gap there. Because they help us to maintain joy within the organization. And also definitely it has to be harmonized to ensure it doesn't go off.
It's true.
It doesn't become disrespectful. It has to remain within the business lines. Because I always say, in any point, if it's a workplace, it's always good to remember as an employer, employee to an employer is a formal engagement. However much close you tend to be, however much easy the environment shows, you know. But it's a formal relationship.
It's true.
And that is why you put boundaries.
In whatever some people who can really go overboard. Now it becomes like it's a joke. We've come here to joke. So that balance is very important. Balance in life is very important. You don't go too much into the laughter, in the jokes. Even somebody will come in and wonder, what kind of an organization is this?
What happens here?
What happens here? So it's good to strike that balance.
That balance is important. And the other thing is, when you're thinking about the joy that comes to us, always remembering that we are people of we are multifaceted as a human being. This balance between work and home and whatever else we are doing. I know it's usually a very delicate discussion.
Yeah,
most,
very.
because someone may say we can never have work-life balance or life-work balance. But I think for someone to have that joy, or to nurture that joy, as an organization,
Yeah.
it's good also to recognize this person has another life.
Yeah.
So
That's
that even if we are so much engaged and we have so much to do, we still don't forget that this person requires some time with the family.
It's true.
This time requires, if for example I got an emergency and I have to communicate to the organization, I need to address this,
Yeah.
how can you accommodate me?
Yeah.
Maybe I require, we have a, for example, we schools are opening, the schools requires parents
Yeah,
to go
to
for
go there.
open days, something they call
Yeah.
such. And how can we accommodate this
Yeah.
without misusing it? How can we balance such?
Yeah.
So that I also don't feel like my other life
Yes.
is never
It's-
taken care of.
Yeah.
What matters more is my employer.
It's true.
Then I lack that joy of serving,
yeah.
or it's not nurtured. So how do we balance? Such balances
Yeah,
need to come
it's
into place.
very important because at the end of the day,
Yes,
it's the whole of you.
it's the whole of me.
If one part is ailing or
Yes.
lagging behind, it will also affect your productivity in this organization. So we have to balance it.
Yes.
We have to be wise, and we have also to know who is taking advantage of this.
Yes,
That wisdom is very important, so that we don't pressurize people so much. I
Yes.
can't attend my child who is sick. I can't attend this and that, and it is very important.
Yeah.
And also a person who is always taking advantage.
of course.
His child is ever sick.
Now that one becomes
They never
another
get
story.
well.
Yes,
Yeah. So it's a balance that we need to strike.
And I think if it is well discussed within the organization,
Yeah.
and it's very clear what is expected between the two parties, I think the employee should not take advantage also.
Yeah.
If you take advantage, there are consequences.
Yeah. There are
Employer
consequences.
also, how far can I go
Yeah.
as an employer? What can I do to help you?
Yeah.
What can I accommodate, or what can't I?
Accommodate.
Yes, because so that we can be able to enjoy working.
Yeah.
Because we are human and we need that joy. And I'm telling you the fact that when I enjoy what I'm doing, because I'm really have that joy, I'm looking forward. Definitely, as an organization, you excel.
Productivity will go up.
Yes.
It will go up, and at the end of the day, both the employer and the employee will benefit.
Actually, an employee who is joyful working for you
Yeah.
is a great asset.
Yes. Sure.
We have very few minutes, like a minute to go. Maybe you can give us your final words as we...
Yeah. I want to go back to the Bible.
Yes.
The joy of the Lord is our strength. So if we lose that joy, we will lose the strength.
Yes.
So let us also always go back to God and ask Him to strengthen us, to help us sustain that joy.
Yes.
Because once we lose the joy, then the strength is gone. And without strength, the Bible also says if you fell in the day of adversity, your strength was small. So we have to
Yes.
guard that joy so that our strength can be there and be able to move forward.
You're right. Not
Yeah.
Paul to the Philippians, rejoice always.
Yes.
And again, the instances that will cause us not to rejoice, but we choose to enjoy what you're doing. And we pray that the Lord will help us as we move on with this year, that you're going to enjoy what you're doing. We are going to rejoice as we work wherever God has placed us. My name is Beatrice. Chuchu, God bless you. See you next week. Continue rejoicing.